Felicity from GetYourRockOut, and I'm here talking to Damon from Black Star Riders. How are you today?
I'm really good, my dear. Great to see you again.
Yeah, it's really, really nice to see you as well. It's been too long. I think it's been like nearly a year and a half, and that we shouldn't have let that happen.
No, we should never let that happen again. Let's fix that.
Yeah, I think every 6 months we should be like, no, we need to do an interview. You may have nothing to talk about.
At the longest, 6 months. I can take that.
Brilliant, and we are of course here at Download Festival. Have you actually got to experience anything of it just yet?
Well, not really. We did experience the always illustrious catering tent. It was pretty spectacular today. You could tell they're concerned about keeping their rock stars fit. There was lots of greens and vegetables, which for us guys, we're very happy to know that we're eating healthy.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Well, it's better than it could be, I guess, right?
No doubt about it.
Yeah, no, I actually made my own like pasta salad for yesterday and brought that in. I was like, I'm gonna not eat crap for a weekend.
Well, you know what? It's funny. I've been asked that question a couple of times leading up to Download. They always say, "What's good advice?" And I tell the bands, I tell the fans, drink lots of water and try to eat reasonably, because the last place you want to be feeling bad is out here, especially today. I mean, it's pissing down. So it's good to feel good.
Does it make you feel a little bit sad that you've got such a huge fan base over here and you never managed to come for good weather?
Yeah, you know, it does. Someone said, you know what, guys, the last time you played Download in 2013, it rained. They're starting to blame it on Black Star Riders. It's our fault.
Honestly, I mean, next time if you could bring some sunshine, that would be, or even just like not rain, that would be good.
Well, you know, the great thing is that the British fans are so conditioned for this, and you know, it's part of life over here. And you know, just as I passed the main stage and looked out in the crowd, everyone's got on their ponchos, they fists in the air, rocking out. Everybody seems to be having a great time regardless. So thank God for these English fans. It's awesome.
Good old British spirit, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, since the last time we spoke, you guys have released another album earlier on this year, and that just seems to have taken you from a band that people were kind of thinking, oh, I wonder how these are going to go, to a band that people are really excited about.
Thank you for saying that, Felicity. I agree. We recognize that kind of attitude from the audience, and we're really grateful for that. We felt some of that in the studio. We knew that we were delivering great songs. Nick Raskulinecz coming in as our producer was just a godsend. That guy has become like a brother and a band member. And, you know, we just feel like we're really hitting our stride. I mean, if you'd have told me 2 years ago that we would already be 2 albums in and have the kind of reaction I mean, we've been getting tons of airplay on, like, BBC Two, and it's crazy. And people go, how is this happening? And we don't have an answer to that. I don't know. But I would like to think it's the quality of the songs, the quality of the live shows. You know, we've been real consistent with that. And that's something that Black Star Riders is going to be committed to no matter what.
And it's great that, and I don't know, it feels as though like with this album, you just sound so energized about it and so enthusiastic about what you're playing, and it just seems to be a record that you've made not because you need to make a record, but because you've wanted to make music.
Well, again, thank you for that. That is 100% how we feel. You know, I can't imagine making an album just because you need something to talk about in the press or something to tour behind. We're fortunate that the band is filled with songwriters. There's never a shortage of ideas. Certainly Ricky Warwick is extraordinary, and I just feel really proud to have such a great creative relationship with him and with Scott and Jimmy and Robbie. So yeah, I mean, we're just in such a great place, and things are happening, and you know, I'm sure we're like, there's other bands in the same mindset of us. You always wish things were happening faster, but you know, there's a tempo to everything that's progressing for the band, and you know, I would say look no further than the fact that we're here again at Download
already in
a great time slot tonight, and you know, onward and upward. We're going to be around for a long time.
I really, really hope so, and it seems as though, I mean, you know, just the amount of touring that you've done since I last spoke to you over here, and you know, and everywhere else as well. You're just not stopping.
Yeah, we keep him pretty busy. You know, we definitely want to try our best to play shows that have an impact. You know, it's really kicking off over here in the UK. in parts of Eastern Europe. So we want to. You'll probably find that we'll be here more than we are other parts of the world. You know, if America could get their heads out of their asses, that would be nice. But you know, we don't have any control over that. I know my family likes it when I can go to work like right out the back door of the house, but for the time being, it's still an international plane flight. No complaints. We'll keep it up.
Fantastic. And do you feel as though you're kind of not distancing yourself from Thin Lizzy, but do you feel as though you've forged more of your own identity now?
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. There's definitely there's been a transition, I think, just in the way our audience looks. We're so grateful for those diehard Thin Lizzy fans that we still see and that we're grateful for. They've been so supportive. And at the same time, there's a younger audience coming. Scott said it himself. He goes, man, there's a lot more females coming to our shows. Of course, each of us individually wants to take all the credit for that. I think it's Jimmy DeGrasso that's bringing all the women. He's the hottie in the band, so I guess it's all thanks to him. But yeah, we're definitely evolved into our own thing, and as we talk more to folks like yourself and the press, some of our friends at radio, there's absolutely there's just a Black Star Writers thing now. And now any Lizzy aspects, we're always going to celebrate that legacy. We got Scott Gorham in the band. That's always going to be a part of our sound. But I think now it comes off more as a celebration, more of a tip of the hat to the past and where we came from. But we're definitely committed to growing as a band, growing as songwriters, and you know, I'm as curious as anyone to see where this thing evolves.
Definitely. And have you got to the stage where you have fans that are coming into this not actually knowing any background and just coming into Black Star Riders?
As crazy as it sounds, yes, we've noticed it. You know, and it's mind-blowing. It's hard for me, who, as you know, I grew up a fan of Thin Lizzy. So when we're on stage and we're playing a deep Thin Lizzy track like Suicide or even Emerald, and you'll see the younger people, they're rocking out, but they're not singing the lyrics because they just don't know those songs. And then we kick into All Hell Breaks Loose, or we're, you know, Finest Hour off the new album, and they know every word. It's like, wow. Could have never predicted that. So there is a little of that. But I do think too, especially here in the UK, music fans are so respectful to the history of all kinds of bands. So we find in general, people do their homework. They know where a band came from, what their origin is, what their roots are. So we'll always be connected to Thin Lizzy in that way.
Wonderful. And you've been doing a lot of acoustic stuff at the moment as well, yourself, the solo stuff. I mean, is that something that you enjoy as much as this, just on a completely different level? Or is it something that you've just kind of looked into exploring because you've not done as much of that?
I don't think Ricky and I could possibly love it more. We have the best time. We just find it as a proper excuse to get on stage in front of people and take the piss out of each other, have some laughs, play anything we want. We never go up with a set list. We just, you know, like, hey, let's play, you know, let's do something off the new album, or let's do an Almighty song. And, you know, we've even played a couple songs from my old band, Brother Kane, and, you know, the fans dig it. And we're always totally accessible. We walk right off the stage out into the crowd and have a drink with everybody, and just like, you know, because we're grateful for that. The fans, they recognize that Ricky and I are kind of the creative nucleus of the band. So we feel like it's a great way to spend more time together. We're already writing new songs. You know, we got some new stuff cooking, and so just being together like that's been really productive. It's been great.
No, it is. It just kind of adds another dimension to everything, and it must be such a different feeling and just a whole different experience. But it's so nice that you can kind of connect on that level even more with it.
Well, there's no doubt that it is a bit of a roller coaster. I mean, 4 nights ago, we were playing a little rock bar called Fuel in Cardiff.
Oh, I know it well.
In front of 120 people. And then in about 3 hours, we're going to be out here at Download in front of about 120,000 people. So a little difference in size for sure.
Wow, it's just great. I love talking to you because you're just so into the music. And it's not about we need to play to this many people to enjoy it. It genuinely is just about creating great things that people want to see.
Well, we always believe that if we stayed focused on the songwriting, we stayed focused on the live show, that all this other stuff would take care of itself. And that's exactly what's happening.
Right. So good to hear.
Good to see you, my dear. Thank you for your time.
It's so good to see you. It's I could spend all day talking to you, but yet again we're at a festival, and so I should probably let you go.
You have work to do. As do I. Great to see you.
Oh yeah, you too, and we will see you very, very soon, I hope.
All right, take care. Thank you.